Come on, bud. Come sit.
So I strategically woke Atreyu up, let him go on his screaming rampage, and he is now burrowed underneath the blanket. So we're good for like 45 minutes before he will surface and make his presence known to everybody.
Oh, buddy. I'm sorry, Josh. That's all sad. He's had a good life though, you know?
So I got these like weed treat. Well, they're not weed treats, but they're
Like CBD or THC
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. So I've
Yeah.
been like, I started pureeing food, like actually making like salmon and
Oh, yeah,
stuff,
that's
and
so much better for them.
um, I mix him into it, and he's been like conking out more, so he's not as
That's
like
good.
anxious, I guess, because that's what
Yeah.
it is. Is he just has like a shitload of anxiety. He keeps losing. It's just like regular Alzheimer's and dementia, like a human.
Yeah.
You don't know where you are, and like, where the fuck am I?
The quality bad on our stream. Oh, why is mine set to 360p? What is that about? That's weird. I'm like on the stream and I was like, why does it look so bad? And my settings was set to 360p for some reason.
I don't know. I don't know why.
Very weird, right, Artie? It's weird. It's so weird. It's weird. Wait, are you still playing, Charlie?
No.
Oh. What's going
He's
on?
waiting, probably waiting for me to finish eating.
Yeah.
I got like
Just
two
mute.
bites. I got 2 bites left.
Just mute yourself.
Eat your food and we'll get going.
I could talk about a
go,
game.
go ahead. I got 2 bites left.
I got a video game I could talk about.
Okay.
Actually, well, you got to talk about your thing you went to.
Okay.
Wait, I haven't talked about.
No.
Wait, really?
Not unless you did the other night on the Last of Us thing. No. You haven't.
well.
You. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'll kick us off and then we can get going.
I'm
Not recording yet. Now I'm recording. Now you can hit it. You gonna fix your
I
camera
actually
too?
don't remember how it goes. No, because I want the people to see Artie. He's the real star here.
Cat cam.
He's the real boy. He's the real sweetie boy. Look at this little doofus. This little doofus. This little Fu Manchu, because it's like the way his mouth is, his whiskers kind of angle down, so it looks like he has like he's a little fucking doofus. All right, he's laying down now. All right, sorry. Ooh.
You want to go? Go for it. Do it.
Nah, it's all right. You got it.
I give zero fucks today. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Overachievers Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Vash, joined as always by Chef Crondo. I got to finish my lunch, and Ashy Pastrami, I got a cat in my lap, so therefore you need to respect my authority cat. So, anyway, you can find us on Instagram, OG.podcast, or website, OG Podcast. See, it does the
OG Podcast. What?
The Twitter thing it just completely disrupts the entire flow.
It disrupts your thing.
Does-
You know,
it's
just say it anyway.
We don't have it anymore.
Who cares?
Okay, our Twitter is Overachievers. Not like anybody follows us anyway. Our Twitter is Overachievers P. Our website is ogpodcast.fm, where you get this episode and every episode where we talk about what we're playing, what we're looking forward to, and a little bit of meow meow meow. That's right,
Wait,
Artie.
is that a
Gaming
cat
news?
reggae horn?
Gaming
news.
Oh, Artie's like, what? He's like, look at me like, what the fuck? Dude?
Yeah. Anyway, what's up, guys? How's it going? We're starting a little later today. Sorry for anyone who
That's my fault. I had brunch. I had some friends over. We made chili
How
quiles. It was delicious.
dare you have a life.
Before we get to video game stuff, really quick, I'll mention my sweet Las Vegas. What's up, Artie? Wait, can you hear him? Hold on.
No.
Yeah, you didn't do as bad as you said you were gonna do.
Is it not coming through the noise gate?
Nope.
Oh, bummer. So yes, really quick. So for those who don't know, if you're not paying attention in our Discord and listening to me get made fun of and everything all the
Why
time,
are
by
you
OC and
here?
everyone-
Arl?
What?
Then why are you here? If I'm just never mind.
Oh.
Continue on.
I recently went to the Las Vegas Open, which is the end of the competitive season of Warhammer tournament that was in Las Vegas, and it's about 1,000 people played. It was really tight. I went there with like 10 or so people, part of our team from the Brooklyn Strategists. Big shout out, great club in New York where we play Warhammer. So I went there to play, and I went there with like zero illusion of doing good. Like I'm not a professional. I play as a hobby. It's a very fun hobby. I take it seriously, but I'm like an okay player, and quite frankly, I think that's a very good compliment to be like considered like an average and okay. And so I went there like not planning. What's wrong? Oh, I saw you. You tell me. Wait a second.
I'm gonna turn my camera off for a second.
Oh, it's okay. I expected to go like 2-4. It's 6 games. Technically, it's 9 games if you make on the last day. None of us were making it the last day, obviously. I expected to go like 2-4, and that's what I was like happy with. 3-3 would have been awesome. But I ended up going 3-2 and a draw. I had a draw at the end, which is actually statistically pretty difficult to have happen.
Mm-hmm.
I should have won that game. It's actually my only bad game I had in terms of like the player. I had 5 great games with really cool people, really got good wins, really good loses. The last game I had was against this dude that was just not fun to play with, and he argued with me on everything. I had to call the judge over multiple times, and I was just like, dude, like, this is the last game of the weekend. Neither of us are going to this circle. Like, chill, dog. Can we just please play this game? Like, he like did some like he kind of like there was some shenanigans he did that was very uncool, very unsportsmanlike. But whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. I was already happy with winning 3 games. You know what I mean? But I went 3-2-1. I think I came in a number like 170 something out of the 1,000 people that were like literally the 1,000 people that were there. So I was like stoked. You know what I mean?
You came in the top 10%?
200, top 200. You know, that's cool. And we all had a really good.
And you were over there like saying you were gonna win a single match. You were like hating on yourself big time.
So here's the thing: the game Warhammer is very difficult. It's a very hard game, but also Warhammer is, the rules of it are so complex that like a single mishap is like probably the game. But the thing that I think set our team apart for doing well, besides the pros, because the pros are professionals, obviously, is that we practice the rules and the setup style that is LVO all the time. So you can start the game either like just putting the terrain down in a mirrored position, or you do what's called player place, where you literally each take turn placing the terrain down. You set up strategically. So not many people do player place because there's like no like some people don't think there's a reason to do it outside of like being competitive. But that's every game we do at our store. So like that was already a huge leg up. So, but yeah, it was super fun. Vegas is Vegas, so that was like the only problem was we were in Las Vegas, and Vegas sucks. The only place in America still where you can smoke inside, so I just left smelling like a cigarette. It was so whack.
Gross.
Like
dude.
even my carrying case still smells like a cigarette. It's so unfortunate. But I lost $100. I ate some okay food, and I played with plastic toys, so that was really tight.
What'd you lose $100 on?
I played some blackjack.
Okay.
I love blackjack.
As long as you didn't go up to like a craps table like I would and just be like, let me throw 100 on.
Well, I was winning. I was doing good, and my buddy I was there with, he was doing bad. And so instead of listening to my gut and just walking away, he's like, "Screw it! I'm putting all the rest I have down." And then, and then so I was like, "Oh, I'll do it too." And then I lost that hand, so I lost like the extra 20. I mean, I lost like $120. Not like I didn't have the 20, but you know what I mean. But overall, super fun experience. I don't know if I'd do that again because that was exhausting. There is a smaller.
You don't know if you do the tournament again or lose the $100 on
No, I'll lose $100 every day.
I'm kidding.
I don't know if I would go to Vegas because there's one in Atlantic City called the Atlantic City Open that's around like in the summer. So I may do that, but like traveling for it was exhausting. But super happy I went. Super happy I did good. And yeah, Warhammer's fun as shit.
Sounds fun.
Do people get like pissed off when they lose?
Yeah, there's actually, I mean, like this is the last thing I'll talk about it because I know I don't know how many people follow this, listen, play Warhammer.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, dude, it's gotta hear the drama of that.
There is a lot of people that their hobbies are kind of what validate them a little bit. So like the last dude I was playing, we were both in line to go. One of us was in line to go 4-2, which is a great record, like for a hobbyist, like that's great. That's awesome, you know. So you could tell he really wanted that 4-2, which is why I assume he was just arguing and kind of like he gotcha'd me pretty hard on something. And that's why I assume he was like that. And so, but for like me, like, oh, you want to offer a promotion on our channel tight, dude. How do I ban you?
Squirrel, stop him like mid-story.
I know that was a hard squirrel. But so some people like really, this is like,
yeah, this dude like this I don't understand. You went 3-2 or did you go 4-2?
I went 3-2-1. I had a draw. My last game with this ding dong was a draw.
Oh, so so neither one of you won.
Neither one of us won. But technically it's not a loss though. It actually is better than a loss. But
right.
Some people like this is like their entire validation. So like losing like invalidates them. You know what I mean? Like they're
so did dude get like pissed off that you tied him?
He was not happy, definitely. And then the game started, and he was like a super nice dude, but clearly he really wanted that 4-2. And there were other people there like that you could tell were not doing how they wanted to do, and they were just like miserable. And it's just like, I don't like, you kind of know it's like a very small community in the sense of like who's like good and stuff.
Yeah,
You kind of have a guess at who's making it to the top.
Sure.
Because
oh yeah, of course. You just kind of have like an inclination of like,
exactly.
oh, that so
it's like the guy who won was part of the team. That like, of course, they're going to be on the top or win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, some people go there expecting to take it all the way. You know what I mean? Which is like, hey,
blame them, man.
No,
you know?
Listen, like awesome.
Some people wake up to win, man. They got one
exactly.
purpose.
But you should also have like be realistic. You know what I mean? Like the people that were there that in the top 5, this is all they do all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is all they do. And so like, I kind of get it. Like there are people in my shop that I'm like, yo, I bet you if they gave more of a shit, they'd probably be in the top 10 and like big tournaments because they're so good, but they don't give a shit. But like the guy who won, who is it? Like, was it Harper? Art of War, Jack. Is it Harpster? Is that his fucking name? Jack Harpster. He won LVO, and like this dude is like, that's all he does, right? He's part of the Art of War team, which is like the biggest American team in Warhammer. But like, there's a dude next to me playing. I don't even give a shit. I'm name calling him. Like, who will ever fucking care? His name's TJ Lanigan. He recently just got unbanned for cheating, and he played next to me. And the entire time he was playing, I was just thinking like everything he said and did. I was like, holy shit, you are the worst. You are like your entire existence comes from this game. And he lost at some point later and was just like so fucking pissed. And it's like, shut the fuck up. But yeah, he just recently got unbanned for cheating, and I'm watching him play, and I'm like, you should probably play more chill if you just got unbanned for cheating, because like I wouldn't trust any of your dice rolls and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, some people, this is their entire fucking thing. This is the only thing that like they give a shit about, and like that's cool and all, but like, I don't know, chill, fucking chill, like relax. That's all. That's like the whole thing. So the dude that I ended up drawing with, he was definitely more bummed that we drew. But honestly, I love that we drew. I would love to have won, obviously, but the fact that I thought I was going to lose the game because of how annoying this dude was being. I love that we drew instead of me losing, because that just made it even funnier that he was being a doofus. So, yeah, be chill, dude. The seedy underbelly of Warhammer. Yeah, people, cheating happens more often than you think. There's a social contract with the game.
Well, how do people cheat?
So I'm not reading all of your rules of your army. It's like books of things. So I am trusting you that everything you're telling me is exactly how it is. So either people cheat via saying they have a certain toughness and they don't, or they hit better than they don't, or they like roll a bunch of dice, and if it's supposed to hit on 3s, you're saying the 2s were good, or I don't like sleight of hand, like I don't notice you pick up the 2s that are good, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's actually fairly easy to cheat in it, because there is this social contract that like I am just trusting everything you're doing with this game. So it's not like a video game where everything is like programmed, right?
Somebody can kind of like very seedily
easy. It's very easy to fudge rules. It's super easy to fudge rules in the game. It is a very common occurrence. That dude TJ specifically, and again, I don't give a shit on dude. I'm like, how's he gonna fucking find out about this? Even if he did, I don't give a fuck. But he would roll dice behind a building, and then would be like, "Oh, everything hits," and he was on stream. The stream got
and
him.
he would like scoop it up before the dice could see it, or anybody could see it.
His opponent could see it. Like, everything hits, but he's on fucking stream. There's a camera right above him, so he obviously got caught and was banned for like a year or something. There was another dude that would. I
would have lost if somebody did that to me. I would have been like, whoa, bro, whoa.
Of course. Well, now it's very much like you only roll dice in a dice tray. Anything that falls out of it, anything that it always gets rolled in the dice tray. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? But like this dude's like TJ is next to me. He's still throwing it on the table, not in a dice tray. And I'm like, I wouldn't just play with you. Yeah, I would just be like, you know what? You win. I'm walking away. Have fun. That's your win. Because the funny thing about doing something like that is they don't get full points. They would only get 70 points. So that would automatically kick them out of going to the top.
So these dudes are actually. I mean, if somebody's 4-2, do they have a chance of like?
No. TJ Lanigan went 5-1. That's not the person I played against. He's just the type of example of person I'm talking about. He went 5-1. He actually could have made it to the top if he didn't lose that last game.
What happens if you make it to the top of this tournament?
So there's 3 more games in the set on Sunday. So if you go 6-0, you have the ability to go on the last day, which is like the winner's circle of the thing. I'm sure there's money, but it's probably like $500 for the winner or something. Like, it's still a very niche thing.
It's
But
not. So it's not like
you're not like
esports where they're competing for like
no, like
$100,000 prizes.
the pros that are there, they have sponsors and stuff, so they're in like they're all like they're probably making a living off it. But they also have their YouTube, they have Patreons, they have all those things that to be in the what's the Art of War have what's called they have like a subscription service where you can like get all their videos and shit. I think it's like fucking $35 a month to be a part of that. It's like the winners. I forgot what the fuck they call it, but it's like that is money. Like they're the best in the country, maybe even the world. But like, yo, that's more than any of my subscription services. That's more
yeah,
than
that's more than any of the ones
I don't
I'm
give a
doing.
shit. Like there are a lot of people that subscribe to it, so they make like good money off of that. But yeah, fuck all that. That's my whole
Well,
Warhammer
that is
thing.
right.
It was
Weird.
fun. A long story short, very fun.
Sounds like it was fun.
Charlie is super interested in this conversation.
I was trying to figure out why the fuck our chat wasn't showing up, and I had to reset it. And now I'm trying to figure out how do I scale it without how do I
Our
crop
chat?
it? Yeah, I have
Oh,
it, like,
in the stream.
in the
Oh,
stream.
weird.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, I guess we'll talk about stuff. Not Warhammer. I'll talk about video games. I got the oh my God, what the fuck is it called? What's the game that we've been waiting for? The remake, Dead Space. I got Dead Space.
Hell, I still haven't played it yet.
Yo, it.
I haven't
Look-
played it yet either.
You got the remake though?
Oh, well, did you see what I posted the other day in OG chat?
When?
You guys
Was it-
remember?
was I
so
aware?
I had another hiccup with GameStop.
Oh, I did. Yes, that's so
yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
pre-ordered.
unfortunate.
I was the only person to pre-order Dead Space at this location.
Like physical copy. You mean?
I was the only person to pre-order a physical copy. 12 orders got delivered. 0 were put aside for pre-orders.
That's
So,
insane.
Yeah, I mean they have it right now, but it's like I just don't. I mean, I'm gonna go get it at some point, but
They should Uber it to you or something.
Hogwarts comes out on Friday, so
Oh, yeah, true.
You know,
Well,
God of War is sitting over there being like,
yeah, yeah.
there's some memes to be had there, I should say.
I feel like Josh, how old are you again? We're the same age, right? You're like
38.
32,
Yeah,
38.
38.
What'd you say?
38.
You are not 38. Are you serious?
I just turned 38 on Monday.
Dog. I mean, on 38. Good job. I thought you were like the same age as me, like 33 or something.
No.
Well,
It's because I'm a
that.
ginger. The gingers we get
Right,
good
well,
skin, you know?
it's all the
'Cause we
souls
can't
that
go
you're
out in the
sucking
sun.
every week. You get
Right,
to
I can't
stay in the
go out in the sun.
vitality
I mean,
and-
everybody
right.
makes jokes about me being a day walker, but it's like, bro, I can't go out in the sun.
I actually
Like,
can't go to the That's
yeah,
hilarious.
I mean,
And you live in
Like, I'm
Florida.
yeah. Well, it's right. I've been cursed by God. He sent me to the land of the eternal sun.
No ozone and yeah.
Yeah.
You did it. You done played yourself.
You did done play. Yo, the Dead Space remake is fucking.
Oh yeah,
tight.
Hogwarts is Tuesday if you pre-ordered the deluxe edition and spent like $250, $300 or something like that,
Yo,
which I refuse to do.
fuck. Here's the thing: you want to give some cool shit for pre-orders, sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But making the game come out earlier for pre-orders is fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's
That's
stupid.
fucked up. That's so whack.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dead Space remake is.
Oh, it's $80. Excuse me. Sorry.
If
still
I
not
get
paying
interrupted
it.
one more time by the Dead Space remake, I'm leaving. You know what?
That's fine. You do that. I literally just
Okay.
spilled soda all over.
All right,
my-
all right. Start talking about the Dead Space
I'll be right
remake
back.
one more
No,
time.
you're interrupting me. I know you're gonna do. I know you're gonna do.
No,
This is a
I promise
classic-
I won't. I mean, I was, but I'm not going to now.
Wait, the standard edition is $69 for Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Dude, what? Like, actually? That's a lot
Dead
of
Space
money
making
for a
everyone
standard
rage
edition.
Quit. I haven't seen anything about Dead
Oh, no,
Space.
it's not.
but
The standard edition is $60. What
I
are you
heard.
guys
I heard
talking
it's. I heard it's definitely freaky. Freaky deaky. Is it as scary as you remembered it being?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the intro to the game, when you're running through the hall, when you first you have to turn the power on and shit, and Isaac walks in the room, and the 2 security guys and the like ops woman are in the bigger room. And you press the security shit, and then suddenly the lights go out, and the necromorphs fall through the ceiling and like impale the one dude.
Oh.
The graphics are just so much better. They're crisper.
Well, you
and
playing
you-
this on PS4 or?
No, my computer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're running through the hall because the necromorphs start following you, and it's like, You run like just the intro scene. Just this is all the intro of the fucking game. You run to the elevator. The Necromorph tries to pry up the elevator, and the elevator doors cut it in half, and
Mhm.
all this just fucking blood just like spray on you, and you're just like covered in, and it's like, damn, how fucking good the game. I mean, the game is already great. And what they enhanced was the graphics are better. They actually gave Isaac some lines, which in the original game, Isaac said like nothing. I think he said something at the end of the game. He just like grunted and shit. He was like the silent uh, protagonist. And I
Mhm.
actually think I like that better. I think I like that they didn't really give him much things, but I don't dislike that they gave him lines either now. Like I'm not like it's not like I'm like, well, this is bullshit. I think I did enjoy having him be a silent protagonist, but so far the game is just I mean the game is already great, but now it just looks nicer, you know what I mean? It's just so fucking scary though, because they know how to do it. This is what they do. They do jump scares like every other scary game, but you're walking down a hall and the lights flickering at the end of the hall and you see a dead body and the background on the score will start to like ramp up a little bit and you're like, oh, I know what's gonna happen. I walk down the
Mhm.
hall, that
Mhm.
body's gonna jump up, it's gonna scare me, like, oh, okay, Dead Space, I got you.
You can kind of like
Instead,
yeah,
you're walking down the hall and instead a fucking necromorph pops out the fucking ventilation and jumps on top of you and you have to spam a button really fast. If you don't, it's gonna fucking kill you. And you're like, oh, okay, well then I thought I knew, but I didn't know. And that's like literally the entire game. You think you know when jump scare is gonna happen. You like mentally prepare yourself for the jump scare, and instead it happens sooner than you think. It fucking scares you, and it's genius. It's genius. It works. It is scary. That game is so scary.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm excited. I'm excited to
play it.
dive into it.
It's great. I mean,
I mean,
it's
I
just
just
like
think it's crazy that this is the first year Dom's played more games than I have so far.
no, not really though. What else have I played? Like God of War, I finished last year. So
Yeah, but you've played the same. Well, I
no,
guess
I'm playing
I haven't
nothing. I'm
played any.
playing
I haven't
Snap. That's it.
Still more than
Right
Chef.
now, I'm only playing
still
Snap.
more than me as of right now.
But also, like most of my time goes to really just playing War. I play Warhammer like a couple times a week, which is a lot. There are people that play like once a month, and I play like a couple times a week. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
hashtag blessed.
Yeah, I play WoW like once a month.
That got you. That was funny. The hashtag blessed. That made you
No, it's the
giggle?
hands, the prayer hands.
Hashtag blessed. Yeah,
That's what got. That's what got me.
I live for making my boys giggle. So
Giggle boys.
that's all I got though. That's all the video games I got. Take
That's
it away.
it.
Well, yeah, I mean Snap. I mean,
I
like,
picked
I'm
up.
killing it in Snap.
I
I still
picked up
gotta play with people
Forspoken.
too.
I picked up Forspoken.
What is Forspoken?
Why would you do that to yourself?
What is Forspoken?
You're not
I
gonna
don't
play
understand why people. I don't. Huh?
because you're not gonna play it.
Oh, because you're not
I mean,
gonna play it.
I tried it. Like,
That's even more savage. It's not like why'd you pick it up because it's garbage. It's why'd you pick it up because you're not gonna play it.
It's a two. It's
Okay,
a
look,
twofer.
I'm.
Yeah, it's a tier.
No, I mean, hey, I don't understand why people are. Look, I've already started playing it. It's not that bad. Like, I don't understand why it's getting such hate. But I mean, it looks beautiful to me, and I mean, the gameplay. I'm only like 2 hours into the game because addiction problems. But Charlie's smirking over there. He's like,
I'm
2
not saying a
hours.
goddamn
He's like,
thing.
yeah, I know you're not. That's what's killing me. Yeah, I mean, I also bought Tactics Ogre Reborn. Haven't played it yet.
I'm not surprised.
Why do you hate me so much, Charlie?
I don't hate you so much.
Look, honestly,
You just-
you know what?
do it to
you know what I
yourself.
did? You know what? I didn't even play that much WoW this week. Do you know what I played a lot of this week was League
What
of
was that?
Legends.
Okay.
Yeah, the new season started
Is good?
in like I think like 2-3 weeks ago. I mean, for me it is, yeah, because like they completely changed the jungle and that's what I play. So
How does lane picking in League of Legends work? Do you get to pick your lane? Or do you just say
well, I mean,
jungle?
if you're queuing for ranked, it's like I can say I want to be jungle or mid, and you know, most of the time you get your main role, but sometimes you get your second one, and then every once in a blue moon you'll get filled. But yeah, they've made it so that you don't have to go. I mean, if you go into like a normal draft game, or no, like a normal blind pick game, then it's like kind of like the Wild Wild West where like
Right.
everybody, oh, I'm going mid. No, I'm going mid. No, I said I'm fucking going mid.
Right.
But then I haven't played blind pick in God knows how long because I only
Right.
play like ranked. But
That's funny.
about to hit silver. I'm a silver scrub for
I don't know
life.
what that means.
So it goes
rank,
like
Charlie.
I just thought
Clearly.
he's just getting spray painted silver. That's what he's gonna be.
So shiny, so chrome.
It goes iron,
I live
bronze. It goes iron, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, challenger, and challenger's like the pros.
What's after challenger?
There is nothing after challenger.
Space orbit.
Platinum trophy
or
Chinese
orbiter.
spy balloon?
No, God, if they ever, no, I don't want to do a platinum trophy run on League of Legends.
for League of Legends.
what's
You
one
could.
game?
You couldn't, right?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm glad that they don't have
evolving.
that. That's not out.
How would they? Well, I mean, they have the Ruin King game that you could platinum.
That I want to wait till it goes. It's on my wish list for when it goes on sale to pick up.
It was a great game.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. It's still, I mean, it's like $20 right now, but I mean, there's a lot of games that I have on pre-order already that I'm waiting for to play. So
You mean you don't like to just buy games like me and never play them?
I try to stop that.
Yeah.
When I had more,
It's definitely not a waste of money. Like nobody can convince me that it's not a waste of my money. I definitely could not be using that anywhere else. Cricket.
I was waiting for Dom to chime in with something, but
Use your money what you want to use on. I want you to be happy. Just be happy. You want to buy a game you're gonna fucking touch?
It looks
whatever.
great sitting on my shelf. It looks great sitting on my shelf.
oh, that's right. I forgot. Did you have the physical copies? Yes, that's right.
But
This is a true value over time, right?
I don't think that I don't know that the PS5
you're
stuff's
collecting
going
them
to become
exactly.
valuable or not.
Listen to OSU. You're collecting them.
It's just, I mean, at this point, it might just be like a hoarder thing, but we'll see.
Good to you. It's fine.
I actually am pretty hype about Hogwarts. I picked up a 70-inch TV, and it's getting mounted on Thursday. And then the game comes out on Friday. Well, it comes out on Tuesday if you get the deluxe edition. Yeah, I'm playing on PS5. Yeah, I better get put in Hufflepuff or I'm gonna be pissed off.
Well, you gotta listen to the hat, dude. The hat knows.
Is it gonna be? I mean, have you guys watched any of the preview footage on it?
Zero.
Watch shite.
Kind of TV. It was an LG, and I don't really. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't really know all the technical specs to it. It just had like special. It had special refresh rates for gaming stuff, and
did you buy the specialty HDMI cable for it?
No. Should I?
Just kidding. No, dude.
Oh,
it's like get your monster cables.
It's not,
I don't know.
Like
I haven't
they try
bought
to sell
new...
that shit to you. They're like, you should buy the HDMI Platinum 59 ding dong barrel.
Oh, the ding dong barrel. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know.
Yeah. The lens bender.
The lens bag of T stops.
Bag of T stops. Yeah.
Corey Gagner got me the bag of T stops on the first Union movie I ever worked on. Charlie.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, Dom, go get the bag of T-stops out of the truck. And I was like, I never heard of that. Okay. I went in the fucking truck. A T-stop is on the is a mechanism on the lens where it's not a mechanism.
It's an aperture essentially. It's how much light is let into.
It's how much light comes into the barrel of the camera to go into the sensor. Blah blah blah. A bag of T-stops doesn't exist. It's like asking for something that isn't real, but like to someone that's newer, they don't know that.
Like headlight fluid.
Yeah, headlight fluid. Okay. Exactly. He's like, go
gotcha.
It was yeah. He's like, go in the truck and a bag of T-stops, and I was like, bag of T-stops? What the fuck is this guy talking about? And of course, I went in the truck and I was like into my mic. I was like, this isn't real, guys, right? They're like, no, come back. It's like, damn, savage.
Corey Geggs. He's doing good. I think
he's out in LA now. Yeah, shooting out in LA. Great dude. Great guy.
What are you playing, Charlie?
Are you playing games, Charlie?
I am just
chopping wood simulator.
That's real life simulator. My hands hurt now. Just
good. Get some fucking work into you, little sweet desk boy, and your DIT. You're like Hooper from Jaws. You know, like you got college hands. You never worked a day. I don't know where I'm going with this.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm sorry. It's a joke that I had no idea where I was going. Continue. Forget it.
What is this based on?
Sometimes jokes just have no foundation and they don't hit. That's what it's
I got a good joke for you. It's a TV show called Andor.
Oh, stop it! I don't even want to talk to you. Listen, since like your cat isn't feeling good, I've been purposely not making fun of you. So don't
Okay,
make
gotcha.
me, don't make me
Gotcha.
don't make me rescind that. Okay. Because that makes zero. I think this is some bullshit trolling, but anyway, Charlie.
It's not. I really,
Charlie,
I genuinely,
Charlie, what have you been playing? What video games have you been enjoying these days, Charlie?
So I've been enjoying the spectacle TV show called Andor, which is amazingly acted and done well.
What video game?
What video game have I been playing? I'm trying to finish up Dying Light 2. So I finished all the story. I'm doing everything right now.
What else is dying?
That's on Xbox.
TV show called
Games
Andor.
Pass. Is that any good?
I enjoy it. I liked the first one. I thought the first one was a great game. It's a first-person parkour zombie game. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Second one has some bugs, but I enjoyed.
Oh, it's not in Games Pass. I'm an idiot.
Probably
Metro
the first
Light.
one is probably.
No, Metro. I confused Dying Light with Metro Light.
Oh, Metro. Yeah. But it I don't know, I'm stuck on this one trophy that I think is bugged, but I can't find out. So I'm like, because they don't have any way to track trophy progress in the game. So it's like there's one of them that's just like you have to help 50 survivors, and I've definitely helped I think more than 50 survivors in the whole entire game, and it just doesn't pop. So I'm just at the point where like I'm
busted.
Yeah, well it's the last one that I need for the platinum trophy, so I'm just literally running around for hours on end trying to get the trophy for it. So we'll see what happens. So if it doesn't happen the next couple of weeks, I'm just gonna call it. I just play for like an hour a day, and if it doesn't pop, it doesn't pop. But on deck is Dead Space. Definitely want to play Dead Space, and kind of started getting back into. I showed you guys right before this happened. I went through the old archives, and someone told me about this new initiative called Eden, which is resurrecting Dark Age of Camelot from like 2002. And so I hopped in that. That is I forgot how tough that game is to even begin playing. I don't remember what the fuck I was doing. I used to play Dark Age of Camelot for
Serious question.
hours.
Have you played it at all during the recording of this podcast?
No.
Surprised.
Why?
So I guess you're not Dom.
No.
Because if this were Fliff, you would have been playing it.
If there's anything else, StarCraft, Snap, League of Legends.
I think he's playing Snap right now. Look at him.
I'm not playing anything. I was just looking at some Discord drama in another Discord. I'm sorry.
Discord drama.
Yeah.
I love it.
I
It's my
love
favorite.
Discord drama.
My favorite.
But-
Usually involves OSU.
But currently, that's
Alright.
just what I'm playing. I'm really looking. I really want to play. I want to find something that's like I'm really looking forward to like the next mobile game, because I don't have anything I'm playing on my phone right now.
I was talking about this the other day.
and I
I don't have anything to play either.
And the
Too
only
bad you can't play Apex Legends mobile anymore.
I know. I heard that got 86'd.
What happened?
They shut that down.
They shut it down.
Yeah.
What? Why?
I never played it
no one-
anyway.
Yeah, no one was doing it probably.
But the thing that I'm looking forward to, the only thing I'm looking forward to with regards to mobile is The Division has a mobile game that's coming out that I'm kind of like, okay, we'll see what happens with it. So I'll
I
definitely
think
play
that like all the mobile games have been done. Like they've already used the good IPs, and they've already kind of used up their ideas as far as what kind of game to play. Like they need to come up with new kinds of games. I don't know. Like everybody's just trying to come up with new ways to reskin stuff like Marvel Strike Force with a different IP. Like the 5v5 arena type format. And I don't know. Like I said in the last podcast, I've been playing Monopoly and the Game of Life, because those are the mobile games I got on my phone that I'm playing. And yeah, I would love to have something fun to play. I kind of was thinking about that.
I'm happy I don't really have any mobile game. I mean, like, except Marvel Snap. But honestly, the only time I played on my phone is like when I'm laying in bed before sleep.
Yeah, you said you played on the PC way more.
Almost entirely, yeah, almost like
Yeah.
exclusively via the PC.
I got
I
a
know
few
we're talking
hundred.
shit
You got a few $100 million sitting around to fund a new game.
Sure.
I mean, okay, so
I got
I watched
these two college hands that I could use to
watched-
code a game.
I watched this documentary on EverQuest. It was called Evercracked, and I'm sure you guys have heard of EverQuest, right? Okay.
Never.
So, well, there are people out there that don't know what it is. So, for those that don't, it was like one of the first MMOs
It was
ever.
the first
Actually, I think it was the first.
It was the first visual MMO after Major Mud.
Yeah, because Ultima Online was there, but I don't think that they called Ultima Online an MMO experience.
No, they
If I'm
came
not
out. I want to say
mistaken.
that Ultima Online came out in like '97, and
Well, no, because
EverQuest.
in this documentary, they basically all say that the reason that they made the game PvE was because of the PvP in Ultima Online, and like Ultima came out like 6 months before EQ was supposed to come out, and they were all playing it, and everybody at the team. It's a really cool. It's like an hour-long documentary. I loved it, but anyways, in this, they're talking about how like these guys came up with the game, and the guy's name is Brian something. I can't remember his last name, but McQueen or Brad McQuaid or something. Anyways, it was his shareware that like Smedley, who was the guy that came up with the idea for EverQuest and pitched it to Sony Online Entertainment or whatever. Well, he went out and got a guy that was basically putting a game out that was shareware at the time. So it was a free game, and that was what the basis of EverQuest was. So EverQuest was a free game. They didn't go in like spend all this money to build all this shit, and that was the basis of what became probably the most foundational game in the history of MMO ever. So like I don't really think studios need $100 million to come up with a new game when you have people like this that did it in that capacity, in a much smaller capacity with way inferior technology. So like the internet was just starting out. Everybody was on dial-up fucking modems. Are you kidding me? And they expected people to they made it they funded a game based on the idea that people were gonna like pay a subscription to log into a game when nobody else knew what that was at the time.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
crazy.
if you've never seen the show *Halt and Catch Fire*, highly recommend watching it.
What is it?
It's a show that's about the start of the computer industry in like the
Mm.
1970s, 1980s, something like that.
You poor misguided soul.
Yeah, so I highly recommend it's a fantastic TV show.
Yo, the freaking what didn't the people from Vampire Survivor? How many people worked on that game? How many people worked on Phasmophobia? How many people worked on Among Us? Like people come up with these games, they don't need to spend $100 million on them. Like
I think
I
the
don't
only
believe
difference
it.
is we're not talking like you're not talking about AAA games that are being made with the idea that they are going to be massive games.
But I think
right?
I think the problem is that there's no new games. Like everything is just a reskin of something else that's already been thought about or done. And I mean, like Hogwarts Legacy, right? Like I'm excited about it, but to me, it's like it reminds me of a Skyrim type experience of playing a mage, right? Like I feel like they're gonna pull things from other games in the past. Like it's not a new concept. You
But
know what I
nothing technically can be, nothing is ever going to be 100% new.
You don't
There's
think
RP,
so?
no, and that's why movies. That's the same thing across all creative mediums. Everything is having a influence from something. Nothing can be new. Like there's nothing can be ever like brand spanking new. Any RPG you play is gonna have elements from another game. Any fucking first person shooter have elements from another game. Any third person anything with sci-fi, with fantasy, with magic, with space are gonna have things from other games from because creatively us as humans, like there is an argument to be made that every single movie ever made is a ripoff of Seven Samurai. Like hilariously enough, like there's a thesis, there's like literally a
Why?
thesis has been made on this. Just because
What?
like there are there are things that set foundations within a creative medium, and that is just the literal focal point from everything past that point.
I need to, the Seventh Samurai, is that what you said?
Yeah,
Yeah, Seven
Kurosawa.
Samurai is
I have to Google this because I feel like you
Yeah.
definitely this is a thing and I need to like
Oh,
I need to
100%
read
is a
this for
thing.
myself. I totally need. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I just like I'm now very
What's
interested
the
in this.
Kurosawa film that's like Star Wars is based off of? I can't remember off the top of my head.
it's
Is
Seven
it?
Samurai.
It's Seven Samurai.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
gotta read this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So like there from a creative medium standpoint, everything that you love has influence from things that have already come before it. Like it's not possible. We've reached. This is actually a very good point. I already know what it's going to say before he says it. We've reached a point of saturation where it's difficult to create an entirely new experience without changing how you engage with the content. VR, AR, something else would have to be used. Even then, it's unlikely to get a new game from that. It's very. I think you could literally say that about anything that is creative, art, cinema, video games, which are a form of art, like 100%. at some
Does
point,
that mean that as an adult, I guess like I'll never get to experience some of those like brand spanking new moments playing a game, or are we just doomed to like always kind of be like, oh yeah, like I've already kind of done this before.
until the next new medium comes out.
Yeah.
Until our next way to play video games is like we
interesting.
plug a port into our fucking head and we're in the world, like straight up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
like
yeah,
until
I
there's a
do.
new medium, until there's a new
True.
way to physically do something,
Yeah.
to experience something.
That's why people like always say that, like, you know, what's gonna be the next WoW killer, and there's nothing that ever does, because
how could, like, honestly, how could another MMO beat what's already created the foundation of what the perfect MMO is? It may not be perfect anymore, but for the longest time it was. And they set, honestly, WoW set the fucking standard of what an MMO is. An
Yeah.
MMO, like, and that's the thing. When you create any other new MMO, it's gonna have a different narrative, a different visual representation. It's gonna have a different, maybe whatever the fuck. But what will it have? It'll have the fucking same UI. It'll have classes, and even if it doesn't have classes, there's still fucking classes. You know, even if it's like we're one of those MMOs that there are no classes. You don't need to have a tank or a healer, but it's like,
yeah,
it's gonna fucking exist regardless.
yeah.
There's gonna be item. There's gonna be progression. All the things are gonna fucking exist in it, or else it wouldn't be an MMO. And where did that shit come from? If it it didn't necessarily come from WoW, because there were MMOs before it. But who set the fucking standard for what a good MMO is? WoW. So yeah, I mean, really, we're not gonna see new things until there's a new way to experience that thing. Straight up.
I wonder how far off they are from what you said. Like kind of like the
plugging our brains in.
The
singularity.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I wonder if they are like.
It kind of already
exists.
exists. Well, not video games, but think about it. There's a way for blind people to see based off of putting technology into their brain. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like there are ways that these things exist in a very like in an infant fashion that we're not there. Like we're not there yet. That it's fully fleshed out. But like, yeah, that's my whole spiel on lower your standards a little bit. all of that to say, like,
dude, this is coming from
FYI,
this is coming from somebody that plays classic World of Warcraft. Like,
you know why you still play classic World of Warcraft?
Because I love it.
Because what sense has been able to top that of a genre of a game that you enjoy playing?
You know what's weird is like actually watching that Evercrack film, just like Charlie's. It is. You're right. It's the same thing with League of Legends. But it's funny that Charlie just like I think it's so funny that you were like that you just start randomly playing Dark Age of Camelot, because after I watched this EQ film, like all I could think about was just like firing it back up, right? Because it's like the one that the first one. It's your first time. You know, it's like your first time experiencing something that's just kind of unparalleled from a gamer's perspective at that point in time. Like, so it's just funny that you like kind of went down that rabbit hole as I'm kind of like thinking about it in the back of my mind.
Yeah, I just like I want to,
but I don't have time.
Yeah,
so like,
that's the other part too. Is like having time to do stuff. So
those games are those old games are time sink. Like they were not designed to be friendly to the.
No, you don't even have
average.
You have no quest log. You have a journal that you have to read through and have to hopefully remember what's going on and where you were. Take notes. Like I used to have like a whole binder of like what I was doing, so that way, you know, whenever I logged back in or was done doing Realm v Realm stuff, I was able to play.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, Stan made a good point that like FF14 is probably the only one that's come close to the WoW thing. And I'll say that like FF14 is a great game, but they it's just different. It's just so much different, you know.
So
like it's just.
Here's the thing though. Here's the interesting. I'm like literally looking up statistics while we're talking about this. What do you think the daily WoW player count is?
Classic or retail?
Like, is it broken up between those two, or are they combined?
It doesn't say. It just says World of Warcraft.
Daily, I'd say probably 12 million.
You think 12 million people play WoW daily?
Nah, I'd say probably like 3 or 4 million.
Okay. So
maybe probably less than
both
that.
Very off. It's about 1.1 million daily players.
Oh.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
Oh, I was
what
thinking
number is
monthly.
this? 14.
Yeah.
Monthly, it's like about 8 or so. Final Fantasy 14 daily player count is 3 million.
Interesting.
And this is from activeplayer.io, which is actually a pretty. I think people consider that a very good statistics page.
That would be surprising to hear. I don't. I feel like that's not. It can't be right. There's no way that that's the combined number between retail and classic, because
these aren't subscription, mind you. These aren't subscriptions.
Yeah,
these are daily play. These are daily people playing.
Well, see, I don't know. That's still seem. Well, I mean, you can't lie with the numbers, but just seems off. But
actually, ActivePlayer.io puts the numbers on WoW even.
Now, Classic has way less player base than retail right now. The retail is really popular in WoW. Like, a lot of people left Classic to go play retail and didn't come back. Daily average users, it was what, 1.1 for WoW and 3 million, 3.1 for Final Fantasy.
About 3 million for 14, and about 1.1.
It's a great game. I mean, honestly, like WoW. I liked it, but
I couldn't get into it. I tried.
Nah, I mean, neither dude.
Tried it. I haven't played it.
My boy Trondo loves the game. He won't play WoW. He refuses to play WoW, but he loves Final Fantasy 14.
I unfortunately I just missed the timing on WoW.
Yeah, I played a lot of it.
I just missed the timing.
I played a lot. I stopped playing after right before Wrath of the Lich King came out, and that's when I stopped. I was like, I got like a dragon mount. I was like, I'm kind of done with this, and switched over to other stuff.
You're a platinum trophy hunter, man. There's no way, dude. They can't. They don't have a platinum. First of all, if you went into the rabbit hole of collecting achievements in WoW, that would be not healthy for somebody like you. So
yeah,
I mean, platinum trophies.
Oh, I had a problem with it. I missed like important things and work and school and relationships, all that fun stuff. Yeah, I can't go down that road. So that's why like I have to be able to pause a game to be able to stop it and not do stuff. That's why I don't really play like any of the battle royale type games anymore.
You know what? This is a weird thing, but I kind of wish that like Clash of Clans did what do they call it? Like they roll it back to like where it was day one again, and have like a fresh server or something like that. Because right now, if you go play any of these mobile games, they've been out for years and years and years. You're playing against people that are
10 years in.
Colossal. Yeah, it's not even fair, right? But I mean, they don't. If they had like a classic version or a throwback, I feel like that'd be really cool if they did that for like Clash of Clans or Summoners War. I would be so in on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to. But this all goes back to like I want something to play. I just don't have anything to play on the mobile. That is, and I've tried a bunch of the other games. I've tried like Torchlight Infinite.
Have you tried Marvel Strike Force?
Negative. Don't know about that. Not getting into that at all. Don't know anything about that. But I still hold fast that the game that would take me back into the MMO world would be a Guild Wars 3 if that ever comes out.
I would probably fuck with Guild Wars 3 myself.
I would dive back into that.
Yeah, do you think the Diablo 4 is going to be kind of like an MMO?
Yeah,
I think they have elements. I think there'll be. I think with these open worlds, or not the open worlds. What do they call them? The towns or whatever.
It's just an open world. I mean,
no. So it's. I don't think actually the whole. I don't think the whole thing is open world. I think that there are certain like towns or some shit. There's going to be the aspect of kind of an open world thing. Like the town will be attacked and whoever's in the town can defend it and shit like that. I don't, or maybe I guess no, wait, no, because no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong because they even mentioned like in the PvP servers, people who like can have bounties on them. So I guess maybe it is actually, it is more open world like. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was just in like these towns that they mentioned, but I'm wrong. Don't listen to me. No one should ever listen to me.
Yeah, either way. I
can't comment on that because
Yeah, either way, I'm gonna be playing the shit out of
D4. Horde body.
D4 is gonna be more like Marvel Heroes Omega. I never played Marvel Heroes Omega, so I don't know what that's like to compare it to. I've heard amazing things about it, but I've never.
Right, that was that. Yeah, I remember. I didn't play it either. I just
never played it. The only thing, the closest thing. Did you ever play City of Heroes? Did you ever play that game or hear that game?
Isn't that kind of the same thing? Marvel Heroes Omega, I think, is City of Heroes pretty much, isn't it?
Well, that's like I guess the City of Heroes was like heroes versus villains, and it's like an MMO but for superheroes. So
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that ish.
Yeah, never played. I only played it like when it first came out for like maybe a couple months, and that was it. So, but never really got into it too crazy. But because it was City of Heroes came out around the time that like WoW came out, and then there was I was still playing Daok, and then there was EQ2 that came out, and they scrapped EQ3. But I never really got into any stuff. I know they closed it officially. Did they ever like spin up like other different servers and whatnot for anyone to play? Or
I remember that shit. I think there was like a fan server that was going on for a bit, but I remember that when they closed it down, it was a big deal because a lot of people were still playing.
What are you talking about?
Marvel Heroes Omega.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, I was talking about City Heroes. My bad.
Oh yeah,
there's got to be a classic City of Heroes thing because I mean, there's one for Star Wars Galaxies, which was like that was like that OG Star Wars MMO game.
That era was like amazing for MMO.
For sure.
That's some great games, but I mean, they didn't have the reach, a lot of people didn't have the rigs to be able to play these games either, You needed like computers with pretty serious equipment back then.
I remember that, yeah.
Not a lot of people had the cards.
Having CRT monitors and shit. Don't have these flat screen LCDs.
Giant CRT monitors, dude. I still have one at my parents' house, and that thing is like a brick.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what they come out with next. But yeah, I don't know if anyone's in. I'm curious what the other people think is going to be the next like either genre. I would say like battle royale is probably the latest genre that came out.
Oh yeah, that was the last big thing.
Are you talking about like Fortnite/Apex?
Yeah, Fortnite, Apex / DayZ, because it started off
Warzone.
So like the battle royale started off with as a DayZ mod for Arma 2, and that's what I played years ago.
Yes, I played the Arma 2 mod of DayZ was my shit.
And then that led way to PUBG, and then from there it kind of went to Fortnite, and that's when it just kind of exploded. So, but yes, I played DC Universe Online. Yeah, I played that. That was awesome. I played it on console as well. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't as good, but it was still fun. So
that was one of the first games that was available, I think, on PlayStation 2 or 3 online. I can't remember.
I do remember playing that. Yeah, on
console. Because I definitely played it a few times.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun experience. But like, it was one of those things that like. That was like the biggest patch that you had at the time. It was like 20-something gigs. You're like, what the fuck, 20 gigs? This is insane. And then you have like games like
took like a
Warzone.
day and a half to do that.
Yeah, you have games like Warzone. It's like 90 gigs to update. So,
Charlie, do you remember what that what was that game mode in the first division where it was pretty much a battle royale? Do you remember what it was called by any chance?
That was just that was survival. It was like the Blizzard survival.
Yes. Okay, so Okay, so the DayZ mod came out in 2013. The Division Survival came out in 2016. PUBG came out in 2017. So the Division Survival actually predated PUBG, which I think
I loved the Division Survival. I fucking loved that.
Fun.
It was
so much fun.
That was just like, you want to talk about, I know we've talked about it on the pod before, but that was just like the epitome of atmosphere, being true to the game, adding a new sense of reason why you're playing it. It was just excellent across the board. So
it was so good.
Yeah, Dark Zone was the PvP area, wasn't the
Dark Zone was PvP. Survival, it came out in 2016. It was just in the first division. They didn't do it in the second division, and they dropped you like your helicopter crashed in a part of the Dark Zone, and of course everyone's had the same story. Obviously,
in a blizzard,
in a blizzard, you had you had to find clothing. Because there wasn't like a zone that closed in. It was just always cold. So you had to find clothing, you had to find weapons, obviously. They had really hard NPCs in it that would try to kill you if you tried to extract out. And the gear towards the end of it was better. So if you extracted it out, it was better than like Dark Zone for like a minute. That shit was super good. The first division, man, what a great game.
Yeah. And the thing is,
super good.
No one really knew what that game mode was. Like it didn't really like catch on until like probably PUBG came out, because then you're like,
honestly,
just playing that because you're like, I'm just playing this for what? Like,
why
am I doing this? Like I just because I can't even, at the time, like you couldn't even get gear for your main character, because that's why you would do it, to play it. You would just have like some points or something like that you could like cash in for like maybe a gear upgrade. But
Yeah.
like everyone's like, why am I playing this? This is dumb.
Yeah.
And then
It
PUBG
was
made it
yeah,
popular.
exactly. Yeah.
It
I
was
think
ahead of its
PUBG
time, yeah.
PUBG is a direct rip from more of like the DayZ style of like what a battle royale came to be. Or sorry, PUBG's I think set the style of what a battle royale would end up looking like and being, but visually it was almost exact rip off. Oh, is that your dog,
That's
Charlie?
yeah.
Dude, I could have swore I heard it like in my room, and I was like, "Where the fuck is this dog right now?" Yeah, I didn't know where I was going with it. I never played PUBG once. I've never played PUBG.
I've never played it either.
Been huge into it. I spent many hours. I played with.
Have any
like,
of you guys watched Fortnite at all lately?
No. That reminds me, we need to
No.
have Upshaw back on the pod to talk about.
Love to have
Fortnite.
Sean. So I had a stream the night I had to do for Coca-Cola, and we had one of the world's best Fortnite players on. What the fuck is his name? I'm so sorry, dude.
Myth?
Punisher. Yo, it is. It's crazy. It's chaos. It is fucking chaos. This dude. I always thought building was always kind of crazy, like way people like really good people like build fast and shit. It is. This dude is just like, if my hand is the camera, it's like, and suddenly he's in a fucking 40-story tower. My man is like, there was like a sledgehammer that catapults you forward. Like, there's all this crazy shit, and we were giving him like the dumbest challenges to go through for their stream, and he was just doing them. Like, he's like, dude was fucking good, and I'm just like, what is this game? What is this game? Like, I can't even imagine playing this
challenges. Like, what's the set? Like, what is
most of our sponsor streams that we do involve like to make it more fun, so it's not just boring and like drink a Coca-Cola. There's like challenges to do in game. So one was like get like a couple kills like with common guns, like get a pickaxe kill someone inside the eye, shit like that. Like, you know, just like pretty basic. Sometimes they're harder. I felt really bad. One time we had a stream that had this one player in Canada playing League of Legends, and we didn't really consider like what his mains are. So it was like get a couple kills on like this, and he's like, "Well, I don't play that. Like that's not like so it's gonna be whack. I'm not gonna get the challenge."
Like he's like a support player, and you're telling him to like go get kills in the
like exactly. And so like that's a little more difficult, but
yeah,
dude, Fortnite is fucking crazy. I can't imagine right now trying to play Fortnite as a new player, like being like, I'm gonna hop into Fortnite for the first time, and it's just like.
I actually thought about just like redoing it because I did hear like that there is a no build mode where it's like there's no building, it's just gunplay, and I was like, that's I can't build. I used to be good at building.
Shit, dude.
I used to be good at building, but that was like
people who are good at Fortnite.
2018, maybe 2019.
Yeah, and they're gone. They're like, okay, bye. There's a really funny meme. There's a GIF where it's like playing at Fortnite and the character shoots at another character and suddenly it like fast forwards and it's like like in the sky. It's just funny. Fortnite's funny.
Yeah, I that's the whole reason I quit. I didn't understand how people were building and shooting and all that stuff simultaneously.
That's the thing too. They're building, they're shooting, they're breaking walls down to get into the room that the person's in to kill them, and they're building up new walls so people behind them discuss what the
It's impressive. That's very impressive.
It is. It's very impressive. It's something that my pet pleb brain cannot fucking fathom.
I'm not smart enough for it. Straight up, I'm not. I don't think I'm smart enough for it.
Yeah.
If that's what makes a person smart, then yes, I'm stupid.
Yeah, I think I stopped. I don't remember what I stopped. I used to stream it. Like I used to stream with Upshaw and a bunch of other people.
That's how you met them, right?
No, I used to be in a competitive Battlefield clan with Upshaw. That's how I met him.
So. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Did you guys play the new Battlefield when it came out together?
Oh yeah, it sucked.
It sucked. Awesome.
It's one of those things where like we had a couple of good moments where I played with some other friends. But that game is I've been wanting to go back to Battlefield because I've just been itching for a good like Battlefield moment, and I was like, I really miss it, and it's not the same. I wish Battlefield 4 was just a thing, so just stayed a thing because that was like the best one in my opinion. Or Battlefield.
I love Bad Company 2.
Bad Company 2 is what it was, yeah.
Bad Company 2 was fun, dude. Bad Company 2 is actually on Xbox Games Pass, but I'm sure every multiplayer is just hackers or something. It's like when you go back to old games and their multiplayer still exists, it's literally just all hacks. Like everyone's just hacking.
Yeah, because then you just don't care. But anyway, yeah. Well, that's the trip down memory lane for across the board. So
I feel like it started with you before we even started the podcast when you were playing Dark Age of Camelot.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
Well, I watched that EQ documentary this week too, so that was making me feel nostalgic.
What EQ documentary?
The one that he was just talking about for 10 minutes that you weren't listening to.
Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry. There, I remember.
What platform is it on? Hulu?
YouTube.
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 Oh, okay.
It's called Evercrack.
I wasn't fucking playing Snap, okay? I wasn't. Fuck off.
Snap strikes again. He was mentally playing it. He was sitting there mentally back at Las Vegas, being like, reliving his little moments of glory playing Warhammer.
I did
dominating.
I had some glory.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you know, every once in a while you get some glory.
So Josh, you have to keep us posted on how things go this week or I guess next week for Hogwarts.
Yeah, I will probably. Okay, so Friday I'm not going to stream it because I want to play it on my new TV. But
There you go.
I know some of the people around here want to see me play it, so maybe I'll stream on Saturday afternoon for a bit.
You can stream it through the PlayStation. That's what I do.
Yeah,
also
maybe I
true.
could. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I could.
This week I'm gonna try to stream some Dead Space. Actually, everyone can be scared with me.
Yeah, I need to do it, but I think I'm going to wait until after I get done because the basement's almost done. It's almost
Hell
done.
yeah.
So
Makes
I'm
me so happy.
I'm trying to finish that up. So all the drywall is done on tomorrow, and then I can start painting tomorrow. So but then I'm gone. I'm in LA from Tuesday through Saturday. So I try to get it all done before Super Bowl, which is not going to happen, but I can at least get it painted, get some speakers.
Oh yeah, dude.
So.
Yeah, I'm super excited about Hogwarts. I am super excited. I can't wait.
I can tell. Sounds fun. Anyway, I think that'll do it for us. Thanks everyone for coming out. You can find us on Instagram at og.podcast or Twitter is Overachievers. Our website is ogpodcast.fm where you get this episode and every episode where we talk about what we're playing, what we're looking forward to, a little bit of gaming news. Until next time.
Till next time.
Till next time. We'll see you all later.
Until next time.
Cheers. Bye.
Peace.
We'll
I think
see
the last,
we'll
I
see
think
you
the last
until
time I
then.
streamed was like I played Dark Souls 2 a couple times and I kept like I don't know, it was really bad.
End it there.
I ended it right there.
End it on a high note. Yeah, stop the recording on a high note. Yeah, exactly.
Wait, why did you stop it there? I
Because it
thought
was
that
funny.
It was funny.
Didn't even
Oh.
mean for it to be funny. It was funny.
I didn't mean for that. I meant for that to be out of the
Oh, it's
recording.
even better. It's even better. It's even better. So, all
That's
right,
funny.
I'll catch you. We're gonna end the stream here. We'll catch you all later. I might actually stream some Dark Age Camelot if I can get it up and running.
You know what?
So.
You should stream Dark Age of Camelot, Charlie. I
I'm
would
gonna
watch
be
that.
real
I'd
bad.
pop that up.
Real
Pop
bad.
it up, baby. Do it.
All right, see y'all later.
All right.
Pop it up.
Later, guys.